Hi everyone, and welcome back to Jessie Lifestyle at Home. In today's video, we are working in my primary bedroom, and I just wanted to throw it back to 2020 when we first bought our house, what our bedroom looked like. And it was just a cheerful yellow room, but that was definitely not my vibe. And the ceiling was a dark gray, I think, or a dark brown. I can't really remember what it was. And of course, I picked the most popular color, agreeable gray. Now 5 years down the line, I'm ready to change that, but I just wanted to kind of go through the evolution of this room. My house is 20 years old at this point. We bought it 5 years ago, and a lot can change in 5 years. I also decided to paint my furniture. It's really good, high quality furniture. There's actually a hand-me-down from a friend of ours. They had a summer home, and this was in one of their bedrooms, so we got the dressers from it and a twin size headboard, and we lived with the dark wood for a long time, but I really wanted to switch it up, so I decided to do a faux driftwood look finish on it. And I have to say, these dressers have held up really well because I still have them to this day. We also had these two double doors that had no privacy into the bathroom, so I went ahead and put a privacy screen on all of the grids on this door, which took forever. And here is how my bedroom looked after I was finished with that first makeover back in 2020. We had gray upon gray upon gray with my faux driftwood furniture. And those nightstands I actually had done from IKEA Rast, and I added some trim around them, and they're still going pretty good as well. And then in 2022, I decided to add a little accent wall with this peel and stick wallpaper, which I really did like, but honestly, I am just so sick of gray that by today's 2025, I was ready for just something totally different. And here is how it looks today. We still have the same ready carpet. We have the accent wallpaper wall, but I'm just, like I said, I'm so sick of the gray, so I decided to rip down all the peel and stick wallpaper. And let me tell you, this was really hard to take off. This is one of the harder ones that really stuck to the wall. It came apart in shreds versus whole sheets, and it left a sticky residue all over. Luckily, I didn't have any time constraints or anything, so I was able to do what I can do. So I'm going to be in multiple outfits. This is over probably a 3 or 4 week period that I did this little makeover here in my primary bedroom. And as you can see, it was just coming off in tiny little sections, which was not as satisfying as putting it on, that's for sure. Luckily, I had a good audiobook to keep me company. I was reading one of the books. I can't remember which exact book I was reading because I just started down the Abby Jimenez backlog of her books, but all of them are so good. She really makes a well-rounded character. They're funny. They do have some heavier themes in there, but most of the books are very lighthearted and just, I don't know, very entertaining. It kept me company while I was working on all of this wallpaper. So as you can see, I have some wall preparation to do. We have some missing paint. We have sticky stuff all over, so I'm going to be using this very stinky contractor solvent. I'm just going to rub it all over the walls, and I'm also going to be patching holes and sanding down the walls a little bit too in some areas. This is where when we used to have the recliner over in this area, and it was just too restricted. It just ended up putting a hole in the wall over there. I like where it is now a lot better. And I guess the wallpaper really wanted to stick to this area behind the bed, so it kind of peeled off the paint. So I'm just going in with a light little coat of spackle, and then I'm going to sand everything down and prime everything. As you can see here, I primed on this back wall while I was waiting for the spackle to dry. And I'm going to just prime over everything just because this is such a dark color. And I'm going to be painting everything white. I know, very uninspiring because I'm just going around my house just painting everything white. But I wanted to go light in here, and I didn't want to do a beige or anything because this room truly doesn't get a lot of light. So it always feels dark in here, like a dungeon, and I just wanted the opposite of dungeon. I wanted light and bright. And because I decided to do this, like just start one day, I didn't have any of my big rollers. So I'm painting with one of the baby rollers. And let me tell you, that takes forever. I am also over having this big mirror over the dresser. I feel like it kind of just is old school. We have a huge floor-to-ceiling mirror in our walk-in closet, so I felt like I really didn't need another big, huge mirror in here. And I'm just going over everything with off-the-shelf Valspar. Ultra white is the color that I'm choosing to paint this room. And immediately you can see how just light and bright it is in here. I am obsessed. So I'm going to show you something. I found this Oops paint, and I decided to try to stencil instead of doing a wallpaper, to stencil a design on this back wall, and it does not go well. It does not go in my favor. I actually really liked the intention of it. Like, it looks like it could be something that would look really good, but I decided to stencil on a wall that had 2 windows, and the stencil really didn't bend very well. Good idea, bad execution on my part. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna have to redo this and this. That was when I was learning. I guess I should have done it more in an inconspicuous spot. But I do like it. I think it looks good. I can do some touch-ups here and there, but ultimately I decided that it wasn't gonna work out and I wasn't gonna waste the rest of my time trying to do this stencil. I do like it, but I had to pivot. So instead I sanded it down and I put a coat of primer on it, and I decided to move on to these doors over here that are my bathroom doors. And I decided that I was going to use my chalk paint that I had and paint this door. Originally I was going to do it in a faux wood finish, but I kind of just like the way that it looked with this matte putty color. It was seriously tedious to do this though. I know why I haven't repainted these, because it's just a pain in the butt. I did end up getting a little bit of paint on the window film, so I do have some extra of that, so I'm gonna have to replace some of the window films just because I was a little bit sloppy with my paintbrush. Husband also wanted to put a new HVAC floor vent, so we decided to put one in the middle of this big window. So he was under the house and was making like a pilot hole for where we were going to end up putting this new HVAC vent. My husband is an HVAC contractor. He does this for a living. He usually works on big behind commercial buildings, like for an example, like Kohl's or Starbucks or Best Buys, etc. So like big, huge roof units and things. But he does remember his beginnings, humble beginnings as a residential HVAC guy. So he likes to, you know, tweak his own system at home. And just like that, we have an extra vent in our room, and now I can be super freezing at night. And it's on my side of the room as well. So we are getting new carpet installed tomorrow. The black carpet is how I did take care of it by the end of it. Just paint everywhere. And we are saying goodbye to this bed because it's broken right in half. So we're gonna get a new bed, new carpet, gonna have a whole new room. I'm not even kidding you. I just got this new bed and I loved it and I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so well built. It like has that Japanese joinery and everything. And I mentioned how it didn't have that middle, see where that extra little leg is on that side? He put that there because we had some extra legs. But I remember how I said, oh yeah, now we're not going to kick our foot on this middle support because it didn't have one. It had the supports on the inside. Well, guess what? This bed needed the support on the inside. We're not big people at all, but we managed to break the bed, so we had to say goodbye to that. Here is a look at the closet. If you remember, we put this peel and stick down and we had quarter round around, so we tore the quarter round out and I repainted the baseboards. Here is the before. It looks worse than it does on camera, and here's the beautiful after. I promise you this is a totally different carpet. It looks the same though. It really pulls gray because I have the gray chair and the gray curtains, but this is really like a nice soft beige. It has white in it, it has some grays, and it has some beige in it, so it's the best of all the worlds. But here is our new bed we got. My husband wanted to get an upholstered bed, so we got a upholstered bed that also lifts up underneath for storage. So we'll try this bed out and see how it goes, but I just know Sammy's gonna rub his dirty little face all over it. I just know it. It's gonna be so high maintenance to clean. Ugh. But yeah, I'm really excited for a different change because we've done the whole wood bed thing, which I like because it's easier to clean. But you know, I do have to take his preferences into account sometimes. Can't even get over how nice this carpet looks in here. It just feels like $1,000,000. I can't even tell you. It just feels so good and it's just so clean. The old carpet I tried to clean so much, but it just was raggedy. Next up is the carpet upstairs, but that is just like such a big deal. Just a lot to deal with because it's so many bedrooms and living rooms upstairs. But I'm really happy. I didn't want to get carpet for a long time in here because I wanted to wait until we do the primary bathroom. And I'm just sick of waiting. I want to get it done now. So whatever contractor is going to be doing the primary bathroom between those glass doors over there, they're just going to have to tape everything off and be super careful because I was tired of waiting for this and I'm so happy. But yeah, it has like an hydraulic lift so that we can use this as storage underneath the bed without having, you know, everyone look at it. So goodbye gray curtains. I bought these. These were just supposed to be like a nudie beige. They do maybe throw a little bit pink, but I'm okay with it. It's more like a rose gold curtain. I end up really liking them. I was like, man, you know what? My gray curtains don't look too bad in here. But again, I'm trying to just move past like boring gray. Instead, I go with boring beige. So on the big picture window, I did 2 panels per side, so 4 panels total. And then on these little windows, I just do a single panel on each side because these little windows aren't that big. And I don't need that much heavy drapery on over here because we have enough like fabric going on. I like how the curtains kind of bring out the gold in the frame and like the gold flecks that I have in the art above my bed as well. I think it looks really nice. Also, I'm not the type of girl that will dress up for my decorating videos. Usually I'm just like gotta get it done mode. Like I'm not gonna get in a cute flowery dress and just like aesthetically decorate my house. I wish I could. I wish I would. I probably get more views that way, but I just am wearing what is comfortable, especially since I just had surgery at this point. They surprised me. I was going to wait. They told me it was going to be like 6 weeks before we got my carpet, but they surprised me and had it done in 2. So I had to jump on that and get that done. So I'm literally 1 week post surgery here from removing my tubes. So I'm just wearing whatever is comfortable, trying not to lift anything too crazy. The curtains weren't that heavy. I'm just trying to just get things done, and I'm really excited to have my room done. So I didn't want to like wait any longer. I just wanted to get everything done and be cozy in my room. This is a new comforter from Amazon. I got it in California King, so I'm trying to figure out which way I'm supposed to lay it. I totally got it wrong, so I'm going to end up flipping it around. But I love this dusty blue color. I think it looks really, really pretty. It's super soft and super cozy. I actually ended up getting 2 sets of these because they were super affordable. That way my husband and I can both have a blanket at night. I like to do the whole burrito, and he likes to kind of roll up in the blanket as well. So it definitely beats fighting over it. I'm only putting 1 on the bed for now, just for the video, to be honest. But when you see me cleaning this room later on in videos, you're definitely going to see 2 of these blankets on the bed. I also bought this waffle throw as well. Actually, I think it's a twin size blanket just because we have a king size bed, and I wanted to add that to the end of the bed. I ended up getting new lamps as well. I was worried the blues might throw everything off, but everything circles back to that painting above the bed because it has multiple colors of blues and whites and golds. I wanted to add the olive plant in the corner. I bought this print off of Amazon and this poster frame as well because we never have anything above my husband's dresser, and I just wanted to add something simple. We already have a landscape in here. We already have an abstract in here. So this line drawing I thought was a nice little touch. I'm gonna get him to hang it just so that it'll get hung up properly, but I ended up putting this landscape that we have in here back on, and I bought a cover for the recliner. I was a little bit confused of how to get it on, but once I started pulling it, it ended up being pretty self-explanatory on how to put it on. I've actually had this Chanel throw for a while, and I thought it worked in here. Add some stripes. It's super cozy. I added this really skinny lamp in the back, and I just absolutely love it. Yes, our TV is hung way too high. I already told my husband about it, but again, he's the one hanging it, so he kind of has final say. He swears we're gonna get a bigger TV for Christmas, but we'll see. We've been planning on getting a bigger TV for Christmas for a couple years now, but I didn't want to put too much on this dresser. I just added this really pretty basket. There's our picture from Jamaica. I bought this little gold frame for the little watercolor that I bought in Japan last year. I'm finally framing it, and I thought that it would look really pretty on this dresser over here. I don't want to put too much stuff on here because, to be honest, my clothes are probably going to end up piled up here, but I just wanted to add a couple cute little touches. I am doing the most fun thing after getting new carpet, and that is giving it vacuum lines. I'm still trying to figure out what is the best way to do the carpet lines, but it is super satisfying, and I am obsessed with my new carpet. I love carpeting in a bedroom. It's so soft and just so cozy, and I'm just really excited to finally have it. I also wanted to show you how it looks in the closet. It looks so good in the closet as well. It doesn't make the baseboards look yellow at all. But here is just a close-up of all the finishing bits. I love it. I think it looks so good. I'm obsessed. Everything turned out so good. I love it. I don't know if it's everyone's cup of tea, but I just love how all of the colors blend together and play off of one another. I just feel like I'm so glad I kind of took my time and really thought about how I wanted my room to look. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this video and walking down memory lane with all of the crazy befores and afters. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. And now that my youngest is going into pre-K, I have plenty of time to work on all of the little mini makeovers that I want to do in our forever home. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys next time.